Hello everybody and welcome back to Gaming on Caffeine. My name is Isaac and we are back for episode 26 of my modded survival island. Last episode we were working on growing lava using our magical crop farms all the way at the end there. And at the end of last episode we made ourselves this guy here, the chunk loader, which allows us to leave the world running whilst we're not on the server. And basically the plan was to leave it running for quite a while, let a bunch of fire seeds grow, a bunch of redstone seeds, enderman seeds, let the quarry run for a while, but as you may be able to tell by the surprisingly empty enderman seed farm, as well as the surprisingly empty lava tank over here, I haven't actually left the server running since the end of last episode. And the reason for that is because there are a few things that we need to tweak before we can kind of just let the server go and do its thing. The main one being storage, because right now, although our logistics pipe system is pretty good, we can access all of our stuff from anywhere in the world, it's not very good in terms of actual storage, because if we look at these chests, pretty much all of them are full, especially the default loot chests, so all of the junk items that kind of need to be stored. And so what I want to work on today is a little bit of applied energistics. Now, I'm not going to set up a full applied energistics system yet. We're still going to be using our logistics pipe setup because I kind of like it, and we've spent quite a bit of time making it. But what we are going to do is we're going to replace a few of these chests over here with ME chests and put some ME drives in there to increase the amount of stuff that those chests can hold, as well as increasing their ability to kind of hold a lot of the same item like cobblestone and all of the ingots that we've got. So, in order to make ourselves an ME chest, which by the way is an item that I have not used in a very long time, usually I just jump straight in with the drive cages, but the ME chests are pretty cool, and to make these we need 2 glass, 2 iron, 1 fluix crystal, 2 ME glass cable fluix, as well as an ME terminal. So the glass, fairly simple. Let me just check that we have some. We do not. That is something that I'm glad we figured out early on, because we are going to need a ton of glass to get started with applied energistics. So let's quickly throw a full stack of cobblestone into our new faster macerator. That should get us a stack of sand fairly quickly. In terms of the fluix crystals, these are quite simply made by throwing redstone, Certus nether quartz, as well as something else, I think, into water. Charged Certus quartz, nether quartz, and redstone into a little puddle of water will get us the fluix crystals. So, do we have any nether quartz? We do, but not a lot. We might have to go to the nether at some point and get a few more of those. Charged Certus quartz, we've only got 11. Oh, that's not good. But I will take 11 of those, and then we might as well take 11 redstone as well. Bear in mind, we can always make more redstone using our redstone essence from our magical crops farm if we need to. And for now, I think I will just go ahead and use this little puddle here as a way of getting the fluix crystals. So boom, boom, and as I'll leave one there, boom. I think that should get us 22 of these fluix crystals, which it did. And now we should, I think, maybe be set for the rest of the episode with 22. I don't know if we're going to need many more than that. Anyway, let's get our sand right up in the induction furnace. And then in terms of the panel over here, this is made using a formation core, an annihilation core, a logic processor, and an illuminated panel, which is made using 3 quartz glass, 2 glowstone, 1 redstone, and 1 iron. So all we need for that really is glowstone at this point, and I think we should probably also go ahead and make a little bit more redstone, because I don't think that the 10 that we have left is going to get us through today's episode. So let me see if I know how to do this. I think it's just this. Yeah. Boom. Over a stack of redstone. Nice. So let's take you. I'll leave the paper there for now. I don't really need it. Let's make the panel, which does need quartz glass. So we are actually going to need some Certus quartz dust, which we can get by macerating some Certus quartz. I'm just going to take a ton of that. I meant to request a stack. Instead, I requested just some weird number. Can I put that in there? I can. That is actually really cool. And then once we've got, I think it's 5, we should be able to make some quartz glass. Let's have a look. Boom, boom. There we go. And then we should be able to make the illuminated panel like so. We get 3 at a time, which is nice. Then we can make the terminal once we've gotten some logic processors, because both the formation core and the annihilation core do require logic processors along with some fluix stuffs, and then either a nether quartz or a Certus quartz. Now, the way that you would usually go about making these logic processors is you would wander around a bit until you found a applied energistics meteor somewhere in the world, at which point you would break it open, and inside of it would be a skystone chest, which inside of that would have some form of press. Now, what you would usually do is you would take that press, be it a logic press, a silicon press, anything like that, you would put it into an inscriber, and then you would use that inscriber to make these processors. However, because we are on an island and there are no meteors around us for a significant while, what I've gone ahead and done is I've updated the mod pack to allow you to craft these using the assembly table. It uses the same amount of resources, it just doesn't use the inscriber. So now you need a gold ingot, a redstone, and some printed silicon, which now is made by smelting Certus quartz dust. So let's take a little bit of you, let's smelt it up in here. I'll take like 16 for now. That seems like a lot. I'll make just a few less. And that means that we're going to have to move our assembly table over here so that it's getting power. And to do that, we're going to need a pickaxe. Wow. The fact that we do not have a pickaxe yet still baffles me. And the fact that we do not have one in the AE system baffles me even more. I don't think we can pick these up. No, we can't. In which case, we're going to have to make like just an iron pickaxe. Episode 26. And we're going to have to make an iron pickaxe. Here we go. Boom, boom, boom. Nice. All right, let's take that. And for now, I'm thinking we move this into the new kind of underground room over here. And there was quite a bit of stuff in there, actually. I'm thinking we move that into this room down there where we have our lava power. Let me get rid of some of this junk. I might actually need glowstone. Let's get rid of you and you and you. And I need you. And I also need you. Now, these lasers can only output, I think, 40 redstone flux a tick, which is not a lot, and we are going to need quite a lot of processors for this system. So, what I'm thinking is we might want to go ahead and set up a few more of these as well. But let's have a look for now. We want to put gold in, we want to put redstone in, and then we want to put some silicon in, which is up in our induction furnace. Thank you very much. You got 9 there. That is running out of power a little bit. We do need to upgrade our industrial craft to power source. But for now, if we put that in there, we can now make the logic processors, which do require 10,000 redstone flux. So quite a bit of redstone flux to make, but it's pretty quick. It's pretty quick. I might not actually make any more lasers because this seems to be doing a fine job. And there we go. They do, of course, pop out of the top like they always have. So we should probably go ahead and, say, grab this chest so that we can catch them all as they fly out. Thank you very much. And again, let's just dump away a few of the things that we're not going to be using this episode. Thank you very much. And we'll throw that down right about there. Nice. That should pop that in there. And for now, 3... I'll let this finish up because 8 of these are not going to go amiss. But for now, we should be able to make everything that we want, I think. We are going to need some fluix dust, which is made, of course, by macerating up fluix crystals. Apparently that doesn't work. Can we make them in the grindstone? We can. Cool. All right. Now we've got ourselves some fluix dust. We can then use this combined up with either the Certus quartz and then the processors to make either formation cores or to make the annihilation cores, at which point we can go boom, 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 and whatever the last one was, the panel, and that gets us an ME terminal. Nice. We can then put that at the top with some glass, some iron, a fluix crystal, and 2 ME glass fiber cable, which are made using some Certus quartz fiber and more fluix crystals, which is made using glass and Certus quartz dust. So if we go boom, boom, and throw some dust in the middle like that, that gets us 3 of those. We can then make some cables like so, and then finally we can go ahead and combine all of that up like so to get an ME chest. Nice. Pretty expensive, pretty time consuming, but in the long run it will be worth it. So what I'm going to do for now is I think we should probably move one of these chests and put the ME chest in its place. Now, I think the easiest way for us to do that might be to make a dolly from the Jabber mod, which is just some iron and a plank. So let me put that in there. And then do we have like a plank of wood? I think jungle wood should work if we put that there. That gets to the dolly. And basically what a dolly allows you to do is pick up items like barrels, I think like caches. Not caches, like barrels and like chests, and move them around without having to get rid of the contents inside of them, which is a pretty nifty little item to have lying around. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put the ME chest like that. Nice. Now, a few issues with connecting applied Energistics systems into your logistics pipe system. First of all, you'll notice this doesn't connect up. It just doesn't connect up right away. It doesn't recognize it as an inventory, and that's something we need to fix. Now, the way that we fix that is by connecting the ME chest to an interface and to a controller and providing that controller with power. And you'll kind of see what I mean in a little second once we get that set up. So, to make an interface should be fairly easy, because we do already have both of the formation and annihilation cards that we need, so we can make that pretty much right away. And what you want to do is you want to connect this guy here, which is basically, if you remember correctly, a provider module. That's the one that we're after. You can see here we have, where is it? I don't think any of these are running provider modules anymore, but basically, you want to hook a provider module up to an interface. Boom. Then you want to hook that interface up to a chest in some way, which we'll do, I think, via the controller in a second. Now, to make the controller, again, it's another thing that usually you would have to go out and find a meteor to get some skystone and then smelt that skystone to make, but this time around, we can make the controller using still skystone, but we can make skystone by surrounding normal stone with some coal. So, again, I know we just threw some stone into here. Is that normal stone? It is. We'll take you, as well as a little bit of cobblestone. 19,000, wow. We only need the one relay, so I will take you, and we'll smelt that up super quick in our induction furnace. Thank you very much. We'll put both of you in there. Surround these with coal. That gets us 2 skystone. We are going to need 2 more to make our controller. And then the hardest bit about making the controller is the center, the fluix crystal in the center of the controller, because unlike the fluix crystals that we have, that's not right at all. Unlike the fluix crystals that we have, the ones in the recipe for the controller are pure fluix crystals, which means we have to grow them from pure fluix crystal seeds in some water, which takes a long, way too long of a time unless you have some crystal growth accelerators. So, we're also going to need one of these engineering processes, which again is exactly the same, some silicon, some redstone, and a diamond. I think we did use up all of the silicon that we have down here. We did, so let's quickly get rid of you. Let's dump some more stuff away that we're not going to use. We might use that glass in a second. Definitely not going to use the watering can, apples, sticks, or gravel. We probably won't use the dolly again, but I'll keep it on me for now. And then let's go ahead and request a diamond. And while we're waiting for that to get over here, let's put a little bit more Certus quartz dust into our furnace. We only need the one, so that's fine. Let's grab our diamond. Thank you very much. And let's stick all of that into the assembly table. Boom and boom. And now we can request an engineering processor, which again takes 10,000 redstone flux and not that much time, apparently, with 2 lasers. And there we go. Nice. So, we're going to put that over here, and now we need to work on getting those pure fluix crystals. So, we can put the skystone in the corners. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can put you in the middle, and now to get the pure fluix crystals, if we look at the recipe, it says drop a fluix seed made from fluix dust and sand into a puddle of water to make the process faster, add crystal growth accelerators. So, we're going to need one more of the fluix dust, which we can get by putting you in there and grinding. And once we got that, we can combine that up with a little bit of sand, which we can, of course, get by putting cobblestone into our macerator. Like so. Boom, boom. Thank you very much. And then we'll put those in there. That gets us 2. We are going to need 2 more. And there we go, 4 seeds. Now, the way that these work is we have to drop them into water, much like we did before, but instead of being an instantaneous crafting, I guess, where you just throw the stuff in and you instantly get them back, like we did with the normal fluix crystals, the pure fluix crystal seeds have to be left in water for a very, very long time until they grow, especially if you don't have any crystal growth accelerators. I think this process actually takes hours of, like, real life time. So, we're going to make some crystal growth accelerators, because I do not want to sit here and wait for hours. So, crystal growth accelerators are these machines over here. Somewhat simple to make. They are iron, some quartz glass, some ME glass fiber cable, and some fluix blocks, which you can make using normal fluix crystals. If possible, I would like to make 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. That is going to leave us very low on fluix crystals, but hopefully we'll speed up the time it takes for these things to grow massively. And then we are going to need enough fluix cable. We only have 2. Let me see. We have enough, I think, right now to make... Oh, we don't have enough glass. That's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get rid of you, and boom. That gets us some more quartz glass. And then we should be able to do this. That gets us our first crystal growth accelerator. We can make 2 more, I think, but that is going to require a little bit more quartz glass, which is fine. And boom, there we go. We got 3. Nice. Now, in order to power these, you can't power them using normal redstone flux cables. You have to convert it into applied energistics power using an energy acceptor, which is this block over here, which is made using, I think, our last fluix crystal. Wow, we timed that right, with a bit more quartz glass and some more iron. And this basically allows the the crystal growth accelerators to accept redstone flux. So let's put these down somewhere. I think I've made a bit of a mistake because I think we're going to need a few more ME glass fiber cables to connect these up. Where do I want to set this up? We need it somewhere that power is going to be easily acceptable. Maybe like here. And here, I think, is going to be the only place we can do it. I can't put the third one down because they need to surround the water block. So what I'm going to have to do is, for now, we'll just grab 2 pieces of cobblestone and we'll put a little puddle of water down right there. I would have liked... Did that work? It did. It just took a long time. I would have liked to have gotten the third one down in the middle there, but what I'd have to do is I'd have to put it down like this and then have some cable connected up, which we can't do, obviously. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to make ourselves a very quick bucket, throw down some water, throw down the seeds, and kind of just wait for it to grow. I don't think it should take too long, maybe about 5-10 minutes, but that's fine. That is 100% fine. So let's put that down. Like so. Let's throw in the seeds that I don't have because they're up in this puddle of water. There we go. You can see they are still on 0%. They didn't even get from 0 to 1% in the time it took us to make our crystal growth accelerators. Whereas if I throw them in here and wait just a few seconds, it should go maybe even from 1 to 2% in the time it took us to just throw them in there. Let's have a look real quick. They were 3%, so you can see they're going a lot faster with the crystal growth accelerators. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to go away. I'm going to wait for these to get to 100%, and I'll be back in a second. And a little while later, we now have all 4 of our pure fluix crystals, but unfortunately, I am going to have to use 2 of these on making an item called the charger, because what I went ahead and did whilst I was waiting for those to grow is I went to the nether, got some more nether quartz, which means we could hopefully make some more fluix crystals, but in order to make more fluix crystals, we also need more charged Certus quartz, and the only way to get charged Certus quartz outside of going and mining it, which would take me forever because it's kind of rare, is to actually charge normal Certus quartz in a charger, which does require 2 fluix crystals or 2 pure fluix crystals. So what we're going to have to do is use 2 of them to make this in order to get more of them. So we'll take that. We will throw down the charger on our energy acceptor. I think putting it there should work fine. It does. You can see at the top there, it tells you how much killer AE it takes. That's a unit of power within applied energistics. But now, if we put some Certus quartz into here, wait a few seconds, it should turn into charged Certus quartz. And there we go, we'll take that. That gets us charged Certus quartz, and we kind of have to do that process over and over and over again. Sometimes it's very quick at turn, like there you go, it turned into charged Certus quartz pretty quick there. For some reason, it takes quite a bit of time to turn into charged Certus quartz. I'm not quite sure why it's so arbitrary, but it seems to be that way. Nevertheless, what we can do now is, again, the same sort of thing. We can throw our nether quartz, our redstone, and our charged Certus quartz into there. Get some more of those, and again, we're going to have to grind some of them up into dust, make some more seeds, wait for them to grow, and I'll be back in a second. And again, a little while later, we have our final 2 of pure fluix crystals. I did go ahead and hook up the crystal growth accelerator because we now have enough fluix crystals to make more ME glass cable. I also went ahead and made a few more ME chests over here as well. Basically, I replaced all the ones that were default routes, so all of the chests that were kind of holding random stuff. And all we need to do now is finally go ahead and make the controller, which we should be able to do fairly easily with boom, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the 4 pure fluix crystals, which gets us a controller, and then we can throw you down. I'm thinking about here, and then I think what I'm going to do is move this guy right there, like that, just to, like, minimize the amount of cables that we need to use. And now all we have to do, in order to be able to access these ME chests, which, by the way, right now contain nothing, is hook up this ME controller to power. So the way we're going to do that is, of course, using some flux ducts. And let's have a look in here. I think we do have some lying around. Apparently not. Wow, okay, did I get them? I thought we had some leadstone flux ducts. Apparently, I was wrong. In that case, let's go ahead and make some leadstone flux ducts like so. I don't know quite how many we're going to need because I think the closest source of power is pretty far away. What I might have to do is actually take this generator here and again set up another little logistics pipe hookup so that this one is constantly provided with it. Do we have any spare supplier pipes. I wouldn't be surprised if we do. We do not. Wow, that is not the answer I was hoping for. Okay, so for now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this here, and I will fill it with coal. That should give it enough power, probably to last till the end of the episode, and what I'll do between episodes is make another supplier pipe and hook it up so that this thing here is constantly supplied with the oak wood that is being made by our tree farm. But for now, it should be working. It is! Okay, so apparently this guy cannot output redstone flux directly, so it does need a bit of a conduit, but this is now working, and the final thing we need to do is hook up these two over here, and then start to actually put some drives inside of our chests. So we'll try and get this right. There is a hover mode, which I have completely forgotten the key bindings for, so for now, we're just going to try and edge our way along like this. Please tell me I made enough of these ME cables to get me all the way across. And also, let's not die. Oh, I didn't. Oh, that's so annoying. Thankfully, we have enough here to make a few more real quick, like so. Thank you very much. Let's stick those down right about there. Nice. So now all of these chests should be online. They should be able to, you can see at the top there, contains 40 AE, which means they are all powered on and ready to accept discs, and then we'll be ready to actually store stuff. So we need to start making some drives. We have a couple of choices. We have 1K, 4K, 16K, or 64K storage drives. And basically, the difference between these is the amount that they can hold. We're going to start with 1K. 1K can hold up to 1024 bytes and up to 63 types, which on its own may sound like a really weird... Actually, I'll make two of them. Why not? On its own might sound pretty weird, and you might be like, Isaac, what the actual heck are you on about if you haven't played with Applied Energistics before, which I'm assuming most of you have. But if you haven't, basically, the way that these work is that they hold items in bytes, and types basically means 63 different items. It's like stacks. So inside an iron chest, for example, we have 9 along the top, and I think it's 6 along here. So these can hold 56 stacks of items. However, chests like this only cap out at being able to hold 64 of any given item. So for instance, if we were to take all of this electrotine, yeah, so we're going to take this electrotine. In this chest, it took up 4 stacks. However, in this chest, and by the way, if you right-click on the top, you actually get to see inside the chest, it all counts as 1 stack. Look at that. We can hold up to any amount of item in 1 stack. So the 63 stacks that are available in this chest are actually a lot better than the 54 stacks that are available in this chest. So that's why these chests are pretty cool, especially when things like cobblestone start to overflow, because they can just hold loads of cobblestone inside this 1 stack, unless it starts to fill up on the bytes. That's where the 1024 comes in, because you can see right there we've taken up 38 of our 1024 bytes just with this electrolyte. That's where the bigger ones come in. For example, 4K, 16K, and 64K are all there for when you have loads of one item. So, for example, we've got 40,000 cobblestone. If I try putting all that, sorry, we have 19,000 cobblestone. If I try putting all of that into a 1K drive, it wouldn't work. If I try putting it all into a 64K drive, it would work just fine. But basically, the moral of the story is we're going to go ahead and for now, I think just make 3 1K drives. See how they hold up, and if we need to, we can always go ahead and make some more in the future. But to do that, we are going to need to make a few more of these printed silicon, make a few more of the logic processors down in our room over here. So we'll stick gold and silicon in there, make some more of these, and then once those are done, we should be able to make, what do we need, 2 more? 1, yeah, we need 2 more. Okay, that's fine. That should be fairly easy to acquire. There's 1, and 2. Nice. All right, we'll take you. We'll throw those over here. We need to make some more of these, which we cannot do because we are missing some Certus quartz crystals. Let's just take like another 10 of those. 10 should be fine. Thank you very much. Let's make another one of these 1K storage components. Takes us up to 2. And then if we combine those with some more glass, redstone, and iron, which apparently we do not have because we do not have any redstone or iron. Did I use all of the redstone? Oh my gosh, we got 9 left. Did we use all of the redstone? That's crazy. Apparently I have to request exactly 9, which is fine. I will take that. That is not a good sign the fact that we only have 9. And also, let's take some iron as well. We are going to have to go hard on that over there, but hopefully we should be able to leave it now between episodes, and when we come back, we should have a ton of redstone essence to make quite a bit of redstone seeds. We can make the 2 of these. By the way, they don't stack. Bear that in mind when moving a lot of them, but we can now put those into here, and we should be pretty much good to go. So let me quickly dump all of my stuff like in here, I guess, for now, and then we can go ahead and move like all of this stuff over into this chest, like so, and like so. Spacebar and left click, by the way, to move all of your stuff into a chest at once. And I hate the fact that the jetpack works whilst I'm in an inventory. It's really flippin' annoying. How is this one doing? 45 or 63? That does mean we can put a bit more into this chest. There we go. And that one is now full up on types, but not bytes, which means you can take a bunch more like cobblestone, as well as I think I put flint in there. I'm going to change this to sort by inventory tweaks for now, and I'll do the same over here. Inventory tweaks, we can put some more in there. This one is now also full on types, but not bytes. And then finally, we can start putting stuff in this one as well. And boom, that one is not even close to being full on types or bytes. And with that, guys, I'm going to end this episode of Modded Survival Island there. Thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to hit that like button. It really does help out a lot. Leave a comment down below, and I will see you guys